What's going on, everybody? Spunky Nights 91 coming at you in another video. Well, guys, the wait is over. All the speculation, we can now put it behind us because the Eagles officially know what week and what time they're going to play these opponents in 2019. Schedule is officially out, man. And I've been looking over the schedule, man, and all I got to say, man, is that it's a very favorable schedule for the Eagles in 2019. If the Eagles don't make the playoffs in 2019, man, then there definitely is something wrong, because this schedule is very, very favorable for the Eagles in 2019. I'm gonna go over the schedule, including the preseason. At the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you which games I think the Eagles are gonna win and which games I think the Eagles are gonna lose. But like I said, man, very, very favorable schedule overall for the Eagles, and you know, I really like what I see here. But I'm gonna start off first with the preseason. I'm gonna start off with the preseason games here. I'm not gonna give a win or lose prediction, because you know nobody really cares about the preseason, right? But I'm gonna go over that as well. All right, starting off with the preseason here. Thursday, August the 6th, the Eagles will go on the road to take on the Tennessee Titans. That game is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. The week 2 of the preseason, Thursday, August the 15th, you got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Jacksonville Jaguars. That game is at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thursday, August 22nd, you got the Eagles versus the Baltimore Ravens. That game is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And the final preseason game, week 4, Thursday, August 29th, you got the Eagles versus the New York Jets. That game is at 7 p.m. Eastern. The Eagles will play the Jets both in the preseason and the regular season this year, which is a very unique thing that doesn't happen very often. But now, moving on to the regular season here. Moving on to the regular season, you have week 1. Week 1 here, Sunday, week 1, the Eagles will be hosting the Washington Redskins at home. This game is it's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern, September the 8th. Week 2, Sunday, the Eagles will go down to Atlanta to take on the Atlanta Falcons. This is the first primetime game for the Eagles. It is going to be an 8:20 p.m. game, September the 15th. Moving on to week 3, Sunday, you got the Philadelphia Eagles at home versus the Detroit Lions. This game is at 1 p.m. Eastern, September the 22nd. Another primetime game here, Thursday, week 4. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers. This game is at 8:20 p.m. The date will be September the 26th. Week 5, Sunday game. You got the Eagles at home versus the New York Jets. This game is at 1 p.m. Eastern. The date on that game is going to be October the 6th. Sunday, week 6, you got the Philadelphia Eagles going to Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Vikings. That game is at 1 p.m. Eastern. The date on that game is October the 13th. That will be the Eagles' return to return to Minnesota since winning the Super Bowl there. Sunday, week 7, you got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Dallas to take on the Dallas Cowboys. That game is October the 20th, 8:20 p.m. Eastern. Sunday, week 8, you got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. That game is at 1 p.m. Eastern. The date on that game is going to be October the 27th. Week 9, Sunday, week 9, you got the Philadelphia Eagles at home versus Chicago Bears. That game is at 1 p.m. The date on that is November the 3rd. Week 10 will be the Eagles' bye week. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but I think in 2017, the Eagles played the Bears at home at 1 p.m. right before the bye week. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I believe that game was right before the bye week. Week 10 at home against the Bears. We beat the Bears, and we had the bye week the following week, and we all know what happened after that. The Eagles, later on that year, went on to win the Super Bowl. So, we'll see. I just had to point that out. But week 10, like I said, guys, is a bye week. The Eagles resume on Sunday in week 11. They will play the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. That game is at 4:25 p.m. The date is November 17th. this will, of course, be a rematch of Super Bowl 52. Sunday, Week 12, you got the Eagles at home versus Seattle Seahawks. That game is a primetime game, 8:20 p.m., November 24th. Sunday, Week 13, you got the Eagles going down to Miami to take on the Miami Dolphins. That game is at 1 p.m. Eastern. The date on that game is December the 1st. Okay, Monday, Week 14, you got the Eagles at home versus the New York Giants. That game is at 8:15 p.m. The date on that is December the 9th. Sunday, Week 15, you got the Eagles going to Washington to take on the Washington Redskins. That game is at 1 p.m. Eastern. The date on that is December the 15th. Monday, Week 16, you got the Eagles at home versus the Cowboys. That game is at 4:25 p.m. Eastern. The date on that is December the 22nd. And the final game of the 2019 season, the Eagles, it's a Sunday night. It's a Sunday game. Excuse me. You got the Eagles going to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That game is at 1 p.m. Eastern. The date on that is December the 29th. Now, I'm going to go over the schedule again, but this time around, I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win, which games I think the Eagles are going to win, and which games I think the Eagles are going to lose. Now, starting off Week 1, the Eagles versus the Redskins at home. I got the Eagles winning that game. Week 2, Eagles at the Falcons. Primetime game, 8:20 p.m. I got the Eagles winning that game. Week 3, Eagles versus the Lions. I got the Eagles winning that game. Thursday, Eagles at the Packers. I got the Eagles losing that game. Sunday, week 5, Eagles versus the Jets. I got the Eagles winning that game. Sunday, Week 6, Eagles versus the Vikings. I got the Eagles winning that game. Sunday, Week 7, Eagles at Cowboys. Primetime game, 8:20 p.m. October 20th. I got the Eagles winning that game. Sunday, Week 8, Eagles at Bills, 1:20 p.m. October 27th. I got the Eagles winning that game. Sunday, Week 9, Eagles versus the Bears, 1 p.m. November 3rd. I got the Eagles winning that game. Bye week, of course, like I said, Week 10. Week 11, Sunday, Week 11, Eagles versus Patriots, November 17th. I got the Eagles winning that game. Sunday, Week 12, Eagles versus Seahawks, 8:20 p.m. November 24th. I got the Eagles losing that game. I would love to say the Eagles win that game, but whatever reason, man, we just struggle so much against Russell Wilson. Those mobile quarterbacks in general tend to give the Eagles a pain in the butt. And until the Eagles prove otherwise, man, Russell Wilson's never lost to us, man. So I had to say an L there. I hope I'm wrong, obviously. I hope we finally beat the damn Seahawks this year, but we'll see. But for now, I say the Eagles lose. Sunday, Week 13, Eagles at the Dolphins, 1 p.m., December 1st. I got the Eagles winning that game. Monday, Week 14, Eagles versus Giants, 8:15, December 9th. I got the Eagles winning that game. Yeah, I got the Eagles winning that game. Sunday, Week 15, Eagles at the Redskins, 1 p.m. I got the Eagles sweeping the Redskins for the season. Monday, Week 16, Eagles versus the Cowboys, 4:25. I got the Eagles splitting the season with the Cowboys and losing that game. And then the final game of the season, Week 17, Eagles at the Giants, 1 p.m., December 29th. I got the Eagles sweeping the Giants and taking a 2-game lead in the all-time series. So, there you have it, guys. You told that up, man. I have the Eagles finishing the 2019-20 season with a 13-3 record, which is identical to their 2017 season, where we all know the Eagles went on to win the Super Bowl. So, yes, Eagles finished the 2019-20 season with a 13-3 record. If this is accurate to what really happens, man, but that's why I see the Eagles at 13-3 in 2019-20. That could be the number one seed. Who knows? But when I look at this schedule, man, it's a very favorable schedule. The losses, like I said, the Packers, I think they're gonna lose to the Packers. I think they're gonna lose to the Seahawks. They're gonna lose once to the Cowboys. They're gonna beat the Redskins. They're gonna beat the Falcons. They're gonna beat the Lions. They're gonna beat the Jets. They're gonna beat the Vikings. They're gonna beat the Cowboys once. They're gonna beat the Bills. They're gonna beat the Bears. They're gonna beat the Patriots. They're gonna lose to the Seahawks, like I said. They're gonna beat the Dolphins. They're gonna beat the Giants. They're gonna sweep the Giants actually and sweep the Redskins. So that's just the way I see it right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like I said, 13-3 is my prediction for the Eagles in 2019-20. If you disagree, let me know why in the comment section. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, like button, comment button. I love you guys, man. Thank you for the support you're giving my channel. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As always, go Birds. Spunky 991 is out of here. Fly, Eagle, fly. Peace.